Hi everyone, welcome to Perspective 1111. This is Nikki here, and this is a divine energy reading for twin flames and divine soulmates that find they are sending through the twin flame program template a divine energy reading. Okay, so we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine readings, energies. Okay, within Capricorn right now for the month of May. The purpose for these readings is to understand what's happening within your energy, to help bring in awareness and understanding, to reduce resistance, which allows for deeper healing and growth, so that you can work with the energies as opposed to against the energies, which is resistance. Okay, to help bring your awareness, to help bring healing, so that in turn you can heal. And what does that ultimately do? Heals your connection, right? So this is the purpose for these divine energy readings, guys. Okay, this is not will I get the guy. All right, that's not the purpose of these readings. The journey is about returning to wholeness, returning to oneness initially first, right? And that's my goal, is to help everybody understand their process and understand their healing. Okay? So this is for the month of May for the sign of Capricorn. What I've done is, because I really don't want an hour and a half videos, and when we're going into all of these different energies, because we've got connective energy, we've got the collective energy, we've got the connective energy, we've got the divine masculine, divine feminine separate, we've got the mental, emotional, spiritual, blah, 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 and the overall energies. And when I'm picking cards from all these decks, honestly, like 20-30 minutes of the video can be shuffling for the cards to come out, right? So what I have done is I have pulled a Whispers of Love, an Akashic Tarot, and a Syrian Starseed for overall energy. Okay, then I have pulled a divine masculine, an overall divine masculine card, an overall divine feminine card, and then breaking down within this theme into the mental, emotional, spiritual, physical on the masculine and on the feminine, and then some messages. So I've pulled like the oracle parts. And then during the video, we'll use the regular tarot cards for clarification on these individual ones. And then at the end, I'm going to pull an Atlantis card for you guys, and a message from divine feminine to masculine, from masculine to feminine. Okay? So that's the purpose of these readings, is to help everybody further their connection, deeper their understanding, healing back to oneness. Okay, guys? So, that said, month of May, Capricorn. Here we go. Okay. The Whispers of Love card that came out for you guys is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. This indicates to me, it's a beautiful message, okay? Giving and receiving. So, there could be a bit of an issue in balance here with Capricorn, okay, in the giving and receiving. And when you are focusing all your energy on one particular thing, guys, you can create a resistance, right? You can create a resistance because you're holding tight to what you believe or what you perceive in regards to where you're focusing your energy. And you can create resistance, and you can actually block healing from what it is you're trying to move forward, putting all your energy there and trying to move forward in a particular way. But in actuality, when it comes down to energy, you're blocking it, okay? So focus your energy somewhere else. Redirect your energy. Do something for somebody else. Take it off of that situation or that issue and put it somewhere else. That relaxes your energy, and it allows for deeper healing. It allows for a release. It allows for your energy to flow. So that's your Whispers of Love card. And that was very interesting to me to see the Two of Crystals and the Four of Scrolls, which is Karmic Trench, come out with that or on that. And the reason I found that so interesting is because the Two of Crystals here, this is a card about a choice, okay, similar to the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, but a little bit different. This suggests that you have two choices that will directly affect an outcome in some way, directly affect something in the physical. And you don't know which way to go. You are juggling these. You are trying to balance, figure out which one is better, okay? And they are affecting your emotions. So you've got, say, yin on one side and yang on the other side. And you're trying to determine between two. This card suggests looking at it from a different perspective and perhaps finding a way to integrate part of one into another. And maybe that will, like if there is a way, that it doesn't have to be such a clear-cut decision on this way or that way. Is there a way where you can combine part of this with part of that? Okay, to bring about a third option perhaps. And this came out with the Four of Scrolls from the Akashic Tarot. That's saying karmic trench. And this card is about digging yourself a deeper hole, making the same choices over and over again, being stuck in a karmic pattern here, holding on to a situation or a belief or a way of being, a way of acting, a way of reacting over and over and over again and making the same decision. So in fact, you're actually digging yourself a deeper trench. You may be thinking that you are trying to get out of it, but you're working too hard on it, digging it deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So this is about being stuck. This card suggests that you see the patterns. You know the patterns, you see the patterns, you're seeing them play out in your life, in your relationships, in your work, in your family, in your way of thinking, in your way of being. You are actually seeing these. But when it comes down to making a choice or making a decision or creating an action surrounding it, you keep falling back into the same old patterns. So that's what the Four of Scrolls is about. And that goes really, really well with the Two of Crystals in regards to making a choice that's directly affecting your situation, right? When you are stuck in these patterns, this can put you in a state of woe is me, right? Woe is me, like, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Like, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how hard I try. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I end up in the same place. Victim mentality, right? And being stuck in that cycle. Being stuck in some sort of state of consciousness where it's the same thing over and over and over again. So that's like the overall energy for May, for Capricorn. And so this is what the two energy bodies will be working through and trying to heal what's going on with them so that you can better understand and work with these energies, hopefully creating less resistance, greater awareness, and able to move forward in some way here. So the divine masculine energy received, I never know how to say this. I think it's Ruomoko, God of Awakening. And this is actually God of Awakening for the masculine energy, okay? So the masculine energy is receiving some sort of awakening energy, further enlightenment, okay? Further understanding on some level here within the masculine energy of twin flames, divine mates in the Capricorn, okay? The divine feminine energy within your connection is working on balance. And balance is a very, everybody always talks about being balanced, right? You have to reach a state of balance. You have to reach a state of balance. And everybody's like, well, geez, like I felt balanced and now I don't feel balanced anymore. Because we do live in a duality world, right? So it's a constant, this is a constant flow. Balance is a constant state of flow. And it's about being flexible. Being flexible and able to go with the flow and understand that there will be times where you feel a little bit out of balance, and that's okay. That's okay. Take your energy, shift it in another direction to bring the balance back, because that will always happen. We live in a duality consciousness existence right now. So in order to get back to oneness, it is a constant rebalancing all the time, week to week, month to month, day to day, as the energies shift and change, as your energy shifts and changes, right? So you may be really feeling your divine masculine energy, and then you may be feeling your divine feminine energy. And if you're concentrating and putting all your focus on one particular energy, you're going to be out of balance, right? So this is about going with the flow, coming into a more clear understanding of your energy in order to be able to focus where it needs to be focused at that particular given time. There is nothing wrong with your energy going up and down and fluctuating a little bit. That's normal, right? As long as you're not putting all your focus on one particular part, you will retain some sort of balance. So this month, the divine feminine energy is either rebalancing or out of balance. So it depends, or going to be like having something that throws her out of balance, throws the balance off a bit if you have been feeling a bit balanced. So that all depends on your situation and the situations you're dealing with. So we'll see what comes out in the mental, what's coming out over here. But the divine feminine energy within the Capricorn is working on balance in some way or degree. So you might find your energy over the month of May go up and down a little bit. Okay? Okay, so the divine masculine energies here. In the physical, we have solitude. In the mental, we have twin flame. In the emotional, we have muse. And in the spiritual, we have regret. Okay? So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot here for some clarification. But what this is suggesting to me right away for the divine masculine energy is in the physical, it's showing a state of solitude. So that would be like hermit mode to me, trying to understand the path, right? Trying to take some time alone, going within, retreating. In the mental energy, we have the twin flame card. So this is suggesting this is what they're reflecting on here, is feeling and understanding, maybe having a little bit more awareness of the depth of this connection within the masculine energy. And remember, you're the same energies, okay? You're the same or similar, working through some of the same things here. So the divine masculine in the connection, the energy within you and your counterpart, whoever it is you're connecting with, in the divine masculine energy, there's going to be a greater awareness, a deeper awareness, a clearer awareness of twin flame to some degree, some kind of acknowledgement maybe, or deeper knowing or understanding how it's going to process or where it's processing through, we'll take a look at. The emotional being the muse, feeling inspired in the heart is what that is saying to me. Feeling inspired in the heart, wanting to create more from a heart perspective. And in the spiritual energy, we're getting regret. So there's going to be something here which probably will throw a little bit off balance as the awareness of something comes to light. So this can be recognizing a pattern and saying, oh my gosh, I see it now, I get it now. This awakening energy might bring in some perspective and understanding here when it comes to a choice that you've been making or the way you have been acting or reacting in a particular pattern. That may bring up some regret, like, oh gosh, if I had only seen that sooner, like this wouldn't have happened, or that wouldn't have happened, or I, could have prevented this, could have prevented that. So there is some regret coming your way here within the divine masculine energy throughout the month of May. So let's see if we can get some clarity on these here. So solitude, please. We're looking for some clarity for solitude in the physical space of the divine masculine. What's the solitude regarding in the physical space of the divine masculine for Capricorn, please? Okay. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So what this is suggesting to me is this solitude is about thinking about an idea, a new passion, a new spark of creative inspiration. This could be communication. Maybe somebody's debating communication here. This is also spiritual communication. When people say, oh, there's communication coming in, or somebody wants to communicate, when it comes to wands, this can also be spiritual communication. This is the communication coming from your higher self or coming from the universe, okay, that has sparked something within you, that has created a desire, a passion, an impulse, a new spark of inspiration, creativity, a new idea in some way, shape, or form. And this has come out with the Queen of Swords in reverse, guys. So what this is suggesting to me is this idea, because the Queen of Swords is, although she is, smart and sensible and nurturing and sensible about her emotions, she is in reverse here, okay? So this would be like lack of sensibility of your emotions. This would be dependent. It can also indicate some sort of emotional manipulation. So this is an inspiration, an idea, a passion, a new awareness. It's a new awareness, Ace of Wands. Okay, it's a new beginning of a new awareness in regards to something that you have realized about your emotions being off or unbalanced, about lack of sensibility in your emotions, or some kind of dependent behavior that you tend to follow or fall into. And this is what this solitude is about here, is taking time out to reflect on this new idea, this new creative awareness that you have come into in regards to this. Okay, so in the physical, the divine masculine is reflecting on something that on on a new spark of inspiration that is bringing some awareness into lack of sensibility or lack of control in some way, some kind of maybe emotional manipulation. And we can self-manipulate our emotions as well, guys, because we get stuck in these karmic patterns, okay? And in the mental energy, twin flames. So this is directly related here, okay? This awareness is directly related to a twin flame connection that the divine masculine energy has on the mind here. What clarification can you give us on twin flame in the mental of Capricorn? What clarity can you give us for the twin flame card in the mental space of divine masculine in Capricorn? Okay, so again, we have consideration of communication, wanting to reach out in some way or thinking about it in some way. The Knight of Wands is, the knights themselves is like a focused energy, right? An action-oriented energy on something. So this new spark of a realization of emotions in some way or lack of being able to control something is wanting to communicate possibly, or wanting to focus on a new beginning here, on creating something new. And this does have to do with a twin flame connection, okay? So somebody, the divine masculine energy within the Capricorn is thinking about newness, about new beginnings, about a rebirth, about a rebirth. Like this is passion, is thinking passionately about this, possibly wanting to communicate something, or at least recognizing that they want to communicate, okay? Something about a connection that is twin flame in nature, okay? A divine soulmate. So they're feeling inspired in regards to wanting something new, or this could just be a new inspired realization, mental realization, where they're actually now going from the feeling of knowing there is something deeper to really having more understanding that there definitely is something deeper. That could be the newness that's coming in here. And this, of course, in turn, is creating them wanting to sit, take some time, and really assess their emotions, really assess where they've been manipulating themselves into another direction in some way, which is all part of karmic patterns here, right? For Muse, please. One more, please. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords here. So this inspiration, this muse in the heart space, the heart wants to communicate something. They could even be stalking. This could even be stalking behavior, wanting to see what the divine feminine energy is up to here. This can be wanting to communicate. This can be more clarity or understanding within the heart space here in regards to wanting to possibly communicate something on a more physical level, okay? Wanting to reach out in some way. This can also be like it's focused, okay? It's focused. This could also be news. This can be news, wanting to communicate something that they are seeing, that they feel now is true. This is clearer understanding and clearer truth coming in here with the Page of Swords. This can also be here being patient. So they could be stalking, they could be watching the divine feminine energy, being patient in doing so, to coming into more clarity and understanding on what they are feeling here. This is in the heart space, what they are feeling inspired about. And here's the inspiration here, right? In the physical, pondering, in their solitude, trying to figure out, you know, what's been going on here, looking for the truth here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. And in the mental space, what they're pondering here is a new beginning, a new passion, a new inspiration, in regards to something they're feeling is the truth within their heart. They're being patient about it. They're taking their time about it. They could be watching you. So this communication could simply be stalking behavior. All right. It could also be, what else? It could also be, because the Knight of Pentacles is also dependable, focused, and dependable, steady, right? Slow movement, but steady. So this could also be saying that this passion, this inspiration here, this inspired energy is steadily and focusedly bringing in truth and clarity within the heart space of what they are feeling. And that makes perfect sense to me. If they are in a state of solitude, if the energy, divine masculine energy, is in a state of solitude, trying to figure out what the truth is, and that is in regards to a twin flame connection that they are feeling inspired about starting something new, okay? That their heart space is patiently absorbing the truth, patiently becoming more and more aware of how it feels, and feeling inspired to do so. So here in the spiritual energy here, can we get some clarity on regret, please? What is the regret regarding? What is the regret regarding here in the Capricorn Divine Masculine, please? That one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the regret here. So all of this pondering, this could bring up regret, okay? Regret on something that they were trying to hold on to, a pattern, or a way of being, or a thought, a belief, okay? They could be making some realizations of something that they were holding on to too tightly, of something they were afraid to let go of, of something that they were trying to create that they thought was true, that they thought was the foundation for themselves, okay? That they have been trying to ignore, that they have been trying, that was escaping them, okay? That they could have maybe felt, this regret here could be because they feel like they've betrayed. The energy feels like it's betrayed something here that was being held onto for too long. Okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse, to me, always, it is a card of betrayal, right? And sneaky behavior. So but when it's in reverse, to me that reflects like an inner escape. So this could be regret here on realizing that you were trying to escape something, that you thought was your truth, your foundation, it could be something about your material world that you're seeing, that you have been avoiding in some way. This could be feeling regret because you didn't see it sooner. It could be feeling regret because being stuck in this pattern that has come to light through these other energies here, or is coming to light to bring in more awareness here, okay, with the God of awakening that is coming to light, is going to bring up some feelings of regret, like, oh man, like I wish I had seen that sooner. Crap. This wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done that. And going through a period of regret and gloss and grief in some way. This can also be something literally has to change in your physical that you need to let go of, that you are escaping. Some kind of awareness is coming in on something that, if you haven't had the awareness yet, something is coming in to bring in that awareness, that you are holding on to something way too tightly, that you are trying to avoid, that you are trying not to address, okay, about yourself in some way. So that's the divine, what's happening in the Capricorn divine masculine energy for twin flames. In the divine feminine energy over here, we have victim in the physical, spring in the mental, free will in the heart space, and fall in the spiritual energy here. And what this is saying to me, without pulling any clarifiers, is somebody's been stuck in a state of victim mentality, which is exactly what being stuck in a karmic trench is. And it's also exactly what you could have been holding on to, that now you're pondering, that now, because the divine masculine, divine feminine energies, they work together, as you know, right? So the divine masculine coming into this awareness here, maybe you've been stuck in a state of victim mentality, stuck in a karmic trench, doing the same thing over and over again and not getting a different result here, and saying like, oh my gosh, I keep trying so hard. I keep doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this. I keep trying so hard, and this keeps happening, and this keeps happening, and this keeps happening. That's mental victim mentality, right? Being stuck. That is victim mentality at its finest right there, Capricorn. Okay? So this balance is about coming out of, having more awareness come in to help push out this victim mentality, to help change this victim mentality in some way here, to help change this pattern in some way. You may have, over the last few months with the energies, you may have started seeing these patterns more. You may have started coming into more awareness of these patterns, but yet still you're falling back into these same old cycles and having a hard time getting out of them in a physical way. So here it is sitting in the physical. And this balance is indicating to me that something is about to change during the month of May, as long as you have conscious awareness of it and you're not resisting. when you don't have conscious awareness of something and you're resisting the energy, that resistance creates blocks. Okay? So, and this is the exact purpose of my readings. That's too many. Okay, so victim mentality here. We get some clarity on victim mentality here. What is victim? Oh, we got another flipper here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so in the physical for the month of May, victim mentality, we have the Hanged Man, but it's in reverse, okay? So this is, you weren't seeing or haven't been seeing a higher perspective, a different perspective on whatever it is you've been doing, on whatever pattern this is, whatever action or reaction or thought process or situation, whatever it is that you've been doing over and over and over and over again, and not understanding why you can't get out of, or why you are stuck, or what isn't moving forward, okay? And this this is a situation that you haven't been seeing the higher perspective of, okay? So this awakening energy coming in to help the divine masculine energy open up a little bit more and receive some more enlightenment here is also going to affect the divine feminine energy in this place of needing a higher perspective here to bring in Six of Wands, to bring in recognition, okay? To bring in some recognition of the pattern, some deeper recognition, some clearer understanding of the pattern, because this Six of Wands is about victory. It's about success, but it's also about being recognized, right? Getting recognition. And that's what I feel this victim mentality in the physical space is about here, about receiving some recognition. So not recognizing the issue behind the victim mentality this month that requires balance, that requires a higher perspective. So by the end of the month, you should be able to really see something that you weren't seeing before. Okay, this indicates that during this month you're going to be receiving something in some way that's going to help at some point to pull you out of whatever pattern has been creating some sort of block here, keeping you in a karmic pattern, a karmic cycle, a karmic trench of some sort. Because there's a perspective that you're not looking at, there's a higher understanding that you haven't been getting here, that you have not been recognizing here, right? These two cards combined together, a perspective that you're not seeing to do with recognizing something, okay? And in regards to victim mentality. So this month, really think about the patterns that you are creating. The truth and the awareness is coming in regards to this, but your conscious state of paying attention to them will help with the healing on a deeper level and bring that awareness to the conscious surface a heck of a lot quicker. Okay, so spring here. So to me, there's going to be some sort of change. Spring is about change. It's about blooming. It's about new beginnings. It's about growth, right? It's about growth. So in the mental energy, there's some kind of change that's going to be happening during the month of May. All about balance, this change that's going to help balance this out here. Some kind of regrowth, some kind of rebirth that's going to be happening in the mental energy of divine feminine in regards to this victim mentality, in regards to this karmic trench, this pattern that needs attention here, that is not being understood, that is not being recognized. Okay. Spring. Clarification on spring in the mental energy here. What is being seen? Let's see. And I need a higher chair. Okay. So what is going to be renewing or being or going to bloom is some kind of imbalance, all right, to do with your truth, justice here, okay, Libra energy here. So something that has been completely out of balance, that you weren't seeing the truth of in some way. So some kind of change, some kind of growth in something that is unbalanced that you weren't seeing the truth of, right? In the mental energy. So that implies more clarity here in regards to what the truth is, in regards to this karmic trench, in regards to this pattern, belief, or action or reaction in a situation or a way of being that you have had, Capricorn. In the heart space here, we have free will, right? Free will is about choices. So the heart here is looking for choices, has been feeling the need to have choices. And when you're stuck in a karmic trench and stuck in a pattern, you feel like you have no choices, right? Victim mentality, you feel trapped. You feel like you don't have a choice because you're a victim. So this makes perfect sense to me here. All of this, the divine masculine with the divine feminine energies here, all go perfectly hand in hand. Always amazes me. Like you really can't make this stuff up, you know? Okay, so free will here for Capricorn divine feminine energy, please. Clarification on free will for Capricorn. We have the Emperor in reverse. Clarification on free will in the heart space for divine feminine. And Judgment. Okay, so something that was out of balance is going to come back into balance, is going to be rebalancing. This is all about balancing these choices, I think, here, Capricorn. Free will here is about a choice, not seeing the truth of something, Judgment in reverse, or refusing to see the truth of something, okay? You've been refusing clarity coming in on this. This is being headstrong and stuck on a belief here, okay? I keep hearing belief over and over. This karmic cycle that you are stuck in has something to do with what you believe, a core belief you have, a very limiting belief or limited belief that you have that you are holding on way too tightly to here. The Emperor is an energy of authority and establishment. So something that has been established that you are not seeing the truth in, okay? Because the Emperor in reverse, he's authoritative and he's a well-established energy, but when he's upright, you know, he's powerful and he uses those wisely. In reverse, he's way too authoritative and way too established. So this is a really deep established belief that you are holding on to, that you are not allowing judgment on, that you are not allowing the truth to come through, that you are not willing here, okay? You are not willing free will. You have a choice to change this belief or not change this belief. And you are holding on to a belief in some way or form that is keeping you out of balance, that is keeping you in some sort of karmic pattern and creating the same outcome for you over and over and over again, not allowing judgment in. This is the call of the soul here. This is the call of the cosmos, right? Archangel Michael, judgment. And you're not allowing that energy through because you're holding on to something you believe. An example of this would be somebody who is in a marriage that is just not working and miserable. Miserable as crap. They're miserable, their partner's miserable, nothing is working. It's constant fighting, but they just hold so tight to that belief that you know, this is a marriage and I am responsible for taking care of this other person. And I have to do everything I possibly can. I have to consider other people's happiness before myself. I have to consider other people's happiness before myself. I have to consider other people's happiness before myself. And that's a choice that you are making. Not allowing the truth of the situation to come through. Holding too tightly to an established belief that is not working for you. That is not for your best and highest good right now. So that's in the heart space of the divine feminine. And then in the spiritual energy, we have the fall. And the fall is, you know, a lot of people can take seasons as timing markers, and they absolutely can be. But this is a monthly reading, number one. Yes, it can be about fall. It can be about something changing and really taking root by fall. However, I take the fall card, and Spirit knows this, as a change. It's a changing season, right? Things are changing. Leaves are changing. It's also about taking stock of making sure you have everything you need for the upcoming season of winter, where you're more stuck in, where there's little growth, where things are kind of frozen and put on hold. It's a period of time, you know, like thanks. It's also a time where you're giving thanks, and you're stuffing yourself with turkey, putting on the pounds to protect yourself from the frozen winter, right? That's the way I see the fall card. Let me get some clarity on the fall card, please. So I take this as something is changing. What's the fall card regarding in the Capricorn divine feminine energy, please? What's the fall card regarding in the divine feminine energy here? Yep, look at that, guys. So we have Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So Six of Cups is well known to be the soulmate card. It's a card of nostalgia here, okay? It's a card of reminiscing on the past. When the Six of Cups is in reverse, it's an indication of stuck in the past. Stuck in the past. Stuck in the past regarding what is going to fulfill you in a physical way, in the physical world, on a physical realm. Being stuck in past patterns, being stuck in past behaviors, being stuck, and that is affecting your Ten of Pentacles, affecting your abundance in the physical world, okay? However, you have been processing that the physical world needs to look this way in order, this is what the abundance in the physical world looks like. And you're stuck on it. You're stuck on that. You're really stuck, Capricorn, on karmic pattern, on a belief. I keep hearing belief. I keep getting told belief, 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 belief. So this is something you just believe. This is a limiting belief. This is a mental energy that you have, Capricorn, that is keeping you stuck in a pattern, that is keeping you stuck in the past in some way. It's an idea, it's a belief that you have about what the material abundance world looks like to you, that is changing. It's changing slowly, but it's changing, okay? It's changing slowly here, Knight of Pentacles, but it is changing, all right? It's changing in the divine feminine energy, and it's changing in the divine masculine energy here, starting to see what you have been deceiving yourself of seeing here in the divine masculine spiritual energy, and something that you are stuck in the past on in the divine feminine spiritual energy, okay? That is going to be working through with you in the month of May. So in the month of May, Capricorn, it's all about paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to your actions, really, really, really trying to get to the root of the problems, of the karma, of the cycle, that you're continuing to do the same thing over and over again because you believe that that's the right way of doing it, or you believe that's the only way of doing it. And that is something that has to be let go and change. That is something that you are holding on to tightly for here, okay, with the Four of Pentacles. This seems to be a very deep-rooted belief, okay? That's the feeling I'm getting here. And when I was doing my meditation, before I did the reading for Capricorn, I was feeling really, really tight in my head. I felt like my head was in a vice. Okay, I felt like my head was in a vice and being squished. So I knew there was going to be something to do with thoughts and beliefs coming out here. I knew there was. The guidance for you guys here, sadness. Card number 5. The healing card is sadness. Allow yourself to feel the loss, the sadness. Allow yourself tears. Allow yourself to cry. Okay? Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to feel any loss. And when you let go of a belief, when you realize that something you were holding tight to or something you believed is just not working for you, it's just not part of reality really, and you thought it was, it really can bring up a big loss, a big feeling of loss in the heart. So this is a card of change. So in order to change, you have to allow yourself to go through the sadness. Allow the tears to cleanse your heart, to cleanse your soul, to really feel the loss, the grief, okay? You also got the vegetation and vegan card. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. And I think it's funny that the Four of Scrolls is depicted with a farmer here. All right, you could be blocking some of your spiritual energy here with really low vibration foods. Okay, and this doesn't say you have to absolutely only ever eat fruits and vegetables and vegan, okay? But be very careful. Limit the lower vibrational foods that you eat, because every single thing is energy. Everything is energy, right? So that the food we eat are energy, the thoughts we think are energy, the words we speak are energy, the actions we take are energy, the water we drink is energy. Every single thing is energy. It's protons, neutrons, and electrons that combine together to create a specific density of something. So when you are eating really low vibrational food, so things with chemicals and preservatives, heavier foods, glutens, things that are high in sugar, when you are eating those things, you are adding dense energy to your own energy, okay? It's not about the calories, it's about the energy of the food. So when you are eating a denser food, then you are adding density to your own vibration, which lowers your vibration. And you need to raise your vibration to see these patterns here. So the angels are suggesting you take a look at your diet. And the romance angels sent in, ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. And I am hearing energy healing. Being stuck in a karmic pattern like this that is based on limiting beliefs is one of the hardest things to become aware of, one of the hardest things to accept, and one of the hardest things to change your energy around. And the angels are suggesting for something as deep as this, that you reach out for some energy healing. Okay? There are some really good energy healers out there. You want to find a twin energy healer. You want to find an energy healer that knows and understands the twin journey. Okay? And you need something that is more than Reiki. Reiki is awesome. I'm a Reiki practitioner myself. I'm an energy healer myself. And Reiki is awesome. And you can just go for Reiki once a week, and it will help raise your vibration, which will help your awareness open up. But I'm talking a different type of energy healing, a different type of modality that helps release trapped emotions and thoughts from within you. Okay? If anybody needs any help or assistance with this, my information is below. I know healers that I can refer you to, if not myself, okay? Depending on what it is that you need. So let your friends help you. Consider some energy healing, okay? Talk to people in groups regarding limiting beliefs and karmic patterns. Okay, guys? I'm going to pull you an Atlantis card. These are brand new cards. I just got them. There's a couple of decks I just got. These Heal Yourself cards I just got last week too. The Syrian Starseed messages I just got last week. I have another one. Actually, it's coming from England. It's a Divine Doors, I think it's called. It's not here yet, though. But these are really cool cards. They have really cool messages for the divine energies, because we're healing on a higher and deeper level, right, than the rest of the collective right now. Okay, so for Capricorn, messages for Capricorn, please. Messages for Capricorn, please. Ha! It's the same message as Aries. Pool of energy, and it makes sense too because they were dealing with codependency. Okay, so pool of energy here. Okay, pools of energy. When the final experiment of Atlantis was established, the senior priesthood created a pool of high-frequency energy which the people could access to enhance their own energy or help them manifest their visions. Later, the violet flame was offered to the citizens. This could be visualized or invoked to enable them to transmute any negativity that arose, especially in relationships. Cosmic help. Your guidance is to call upon the great cosmic pool of energy, for it is time now to manifest your dreams. Before you invoke the cosmic assistance, be still and focus on your vision. Only negative thoughts can hold you back, so call in or visualize the violet flame to dissolve them. Move forward now. The cosmos is ready to help you. So this is telling you to call upon the violet flame of transmutation. Okay, Saint Germain and the violet flame. Sit quiet. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself in a bubble of light. Visualize you and your divine masculine energy in a bubble of light. Or you and your divine feminine energy, okay, in a bubble of light. And call upon Saint Germain to bring the violet flame of transmutation. Picture the violet flame of transmutation engulfing you, burning all through the exterior of your aura, burning away all negativity, debris, burning away specifically karmic patterns and programs, limiting beliefs that are not for your best and highest good. Picture the flame flowing through you, flowing through your divine feminine, your divine masculine, encompassing all of you, and burning away all of these things. And do it often. Okay, do it often. And apart from that, let your friends help you. Okay? Talk to an energy healer. Get a few sessions of energy healing on limiting beliefs and karmic patterns. That's what I'm hearing for you guys. So let's get a couple of messages here. Messages from, oh, these cards. Sometimes I do so well with shuffling them, and then other times they just go in all weird directions on me. Oh boy. Okay. Messages for divine masculine from the divine feminine, please. Messages for divine masculine from the divine feminine, please. Messages for divine masculine from the divine feminine. And we have embrace. Through each other, you will find missing pieces. One side working with the other side, right? Like I said, understanding the divine masculine energy within and understanding the divine feminine energy within will help you work through these issues here. Embrace each other to find the missing pieces. Look at your counterpart. Watch your counterpart. What is your counterpart doing? How do they act? How do they respond? And then take a look at yourself and look for where the energy is the same. It may manifest completely different, but the energy that creates it is what will be the same. Okay? So for example, somebody, you can notice your divine counterpart has really bad issues with, I don't know, smoking. Okay? And you could have issues with being a perfectionist. Everything has to be spotlessly clean. It's the same energy that creates a habit, right? Or, well, no, that's kind of a bad example, the perfectionist thing. You could have a habit where you, what would be a good example of that? You could overeat, you could comfort eat, or you could crave pie. You could crave pie a lot. Okay? You look at somebody from the outside, and this person's a smoker, and this person, you know, likes to eat pie at 10 o'clock at night. But it's the same energy. It's the same energy that creates that, okay? So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for the energetic patterns, not the manifestation. The manifestation gives you an indication on where to look, on the direction to look, okay? Message from divine masculine to divine feminine for Capricorn, please. Message from divine masculine, okay? When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. How freaking perfect is that? There is no right or wrong. Let go of the limiting beliefs. Okay? Whatever it is that is tormenting you, that you think has to be done this way, this is the only way, this is what you believe, this is the way it is, you can't make any other choice because it has to be done this way. Whatever that is, guys, okay? There is no right or wrong way. There is no right or wrong way. Okay? These are limiting beliefs. All right? Even when it comes to religion, each religion has so many limiting beliefs because they were written from a more primitive conscious acknowledgement, from a more primitive conscious awareness, from an understanding at a particular point in humanity's time. And many of them are not a part of the greater good, are not a part of the divine design. Okay? They are limits and boundaries that man created, that man put on based on their perception and based on their conscious understanding at the time. Okay? At the time. So that's the Capricorn Divine Energy reading for the month of May. I hope you found it insightful. I hope it gives you something to work on, something to heal, something to work through, something to be aware of within yourself, within your connection, so that you can heal yourself into more of a higher vibration, which in turn eventually heals your connection, right? So that's that, Capricorn. So I'm sending you guys love and light and healing, and I hope you have a great month. Okay, thanks. Bye.